Yeah, I just want to be the...
It's your boy Hi-Fi Vega back again, and in this video I got the opportunity to talk to Brian Mitchell from Arc Audio. He got to show me and tell me about the products. We got to check out a few of the vehicles. It was a really fun, quick interview. I think you guys will enjoy this one, so let's just get straight to it. All right, I'm here with Brian Mitchell. Good to meet you in person.
Yep.
If you don't know, this guy's a legend. If Dean has told you many times. So
just do my thing.
Yeah, your Arc Audio, you want to kind of tell us about what you got here?
Yeah, so you know, we got a little small booth here, but we brought out all of the things that we use in a sound quality competition. We have the RS speakers, and we really like showing these off. Most of the time you don't get to see the backside.
Right,
and
exactly.
it's like candy for
It
car audio guys. So
The
this is the
basket's dope.
RS4, the RS3,
Yeah, that's beautiful.
the RS1 tweeter.
Very nice.
And one of the cool features on this RS tweeter is the ring unscrews. It's a very fine thread, so when you tighten it up, it'll stay. Okay, this is the billet ring.
That is awesome.
That unscrews completely. Okay, so then you also have a landing ledge. So when you want to flush that, mount that into a door panel or a pillar, you actually have a ledge that will cover up the edges of the upholstery. Okay, it's kind of important when you're doing custom installation. Then, if you're doing this on a door panel, these are kind of deep, so you have to keep that in mind. But if you have a door that it fits in, you can actually use this and screw it back on, and that will hold to the door and get a nice solid
Yeah, so you
mount
can do
for
it
the
all
door.
in one piece, not having to do a bunch of...
Yep, exactly. And then the RS6, which is our mid-bass.
Very nice. I like the dust caps too.
Yeah,
That's
the
a nice
juicer.
touch.
We call that the juicer in house.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like an orange juice juicer.
It does.
Now, so we went from our last high-end speakers,
Right.
the Black 6.0 and Black 4.0, and just changing the speaker because of the new shape of the cone and this juicer diffuser on the front of the cone. It sounds weird, but the depth got better. The position of the sound stage was farther away,
Wow.
and just one of those things that's just a little extra benefit from the new design of the speakers. We will put these speakers up against anybody's speakers. I don't care what the price point is.
Yeah.
That's what I have in my car. That's what I have in the truck. Most everyone on the team uses the RS, so we'll put those up against anything. Don't be scared away because the price is affordable.
Right.
Okay? Which sounds weird, right? You know, we
Right,
got a
yeah,
great
yeah.
speaker and it's affordable.
Well, I mean, the proof is in the pudding right behind
Right.
you here. So,
So the ELR, which has been done very well the last few years, a lot of people enjoy it.
right.
Now, talking about the ELR, this year we changed woofers.
Okay.
So when it originally came out, we did the old 15s that we used to have, and those were really good, but they shook the crap out of the car. So we went with a box in the front floorboard, and this year we originally had an ARC 10 in there, and this year we went with our flats, the A10s. So a single A10 up in the front floorboard, and this thing sounds amazing.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
awesome.
it's really amazing. In a 0.5 cubic foot box, which is pretty small, but it's an amazing woofer. Power handling is about 300 watts RMS. So when we pair these up with a PS8 50, which we don't have in this car, but it's a good pairing.
Yeah.
It's very efficient, so it works well, and you get a lot of boom for without using 1,000 watts or 2,000
Right.
watts. And if you listen to these, you should also drink the Kool-Aid.
Yeah, you got to drink the Kool-Aid.
Got to drink the Arc Audio Kool-Aid. We have the standalone VTD,
Yeah.
which is a standalone Bluetooth module. What's really cool about this is a few things. One, has optical out. Y'all see this RJ45 Cat5 cable? This will plug into any of the PS8 Pro products. So the standalone PS8 Pro, which is what this is, the PS8 50, or the Arc amps. And that gives a digital note, so it doesn't go through a D to A converter, so
Right.
the quality of the sound is very, very good, yeah. So all you have to do to use it with a Pro product is just put the Cat5 in there and plug it in there. It powers up over Ethernet, it transfers signal over Ethernet, complete, no extra wires. But let's say you want a good Bluetooth for the home, or you want one that, you have a car that the interface, there's no interface module. 2021 trucks and above sometimes have that. You can put this in, and it can be a standalone Bluetooth with optical out. Okay, so you know, there's a lot of head units that we strive to get because they have optical out. You can have Bluetooth that will give you, and we reference this to you know, current optical out radios, and we got pretty good ears, and nobody can tell the difference between the two.
Wow, I didn't even know about that product.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's
it's
very
awesome.
cool.
Also has RCAs out, so if you have a system in the house or in the garage or something, you want a better receiver that doesn't take up much space, you can do that. Has a power port for the house or standard port for doing power ground and remote in a car.
Very cool.
Then we have the PS8 Pro, which is you know, the black box of magic.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that it's black box of magic. It's just a small box that incorporates all of the old boxes, you know, an audio control EQTs. You'd have to have 6 of them or 8 of them to match what's in here, and you couldn't reproduce it. Now you can do all that digitally. Some of the old school guys will always give us a bad time because, you know, we're using DSP, but guess what? I would use a digital camera now over a film camera.
Exactly.
It's just the technology's gotten better. 8 in, 8 out, so you can do OEM integration for most cars. We'll handle up to 32 volts in. It's Maestro compatible, so if there's a vehicle that has a Maestro module that you can use the factory radio for, you can plug that directly in and use everything directly off the head unit. We have the controller for this, which plugs in. Now our controller is a little different. So most controllers have balance, fade, sub control, and master volume. So that's just on our one button, we have that. We have full control of the DSP. So you can do all of the EQs by channel on this. You can do phase, you can do time, you can do output trim, all from this. You can also mount it this way or this way, because you can change the orientation of the screen. Full color TFT screen, screensaver, so if you leave it on for long periods of time in the car, it doesn't burn into the screen. This has got almost as much processing in it as the PS8 does.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because like you said, most controllers, you just got a few features.
Yep, exactly. Exactly. And then we have the X2 series, and you know, we bring these out because everybody goes, you know, this is our entry level.
Right.
ARC doesn't really have an entry level. We have the best DSP that we can make.
Right.
We have the best D-class amplifier that we can make. We have the best D-class amplifier with built-in processing that we make. So we only have a consistent across the board best amplifiers that we can make. You just pick which one fits in your application.
Right.
We also have the SE amplifiers, which is what we use in the Cadillac. SE amplifiers have been around for a long time, and we will change them as soon as somebody comes out with one that's better. We also have the ARC series amplifiers with DSP, which is bigger power than the PS8 50. But you know, you'd use 2 of them. The DSP goes inside of them, and it's the same exact board like this one. That's in the PS8 Pro, so it does every single thing that the other ones do.
Wow, and this one's 8x50 with that built in.
Correct. And it's the most cost effective because you have RCAs out. You can bridge 2 of the channels in here and use it as a 6-channel amp and have 2 channels out.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So then you can put it with a companion amplifier and do a bigger power system. But it is amazing how much power this has and how much volume you can get from such a small package. Oh, yeah. So the watts per square inch, what we rate them is very conservative. We always rate our amplifiers, so we know that if it's ever tested, we'll always come out on the good side of it. So it's 8x50 at 4 ohms, and it's 8x100 at 2 ohms.
Wow.
So if you bridge 2 of the channels, you're going to get 200 watts, you know, by 4.
So you can run subs off these then?
So in the truck, we have 2 12s and mids and tweets. So RS1's in the dash and RS6's in the doors. All run off 6 channels of this, not even using the last 2 channels.
Wow. That's
and
crazy.
it's you know, very, very nice.
Oh yeah, so, I mean, you could do a full 3-way set and that, or a 2-way set and some rear fill, and
So that's all the stuff that we brought out. We had we got Robert's car here from Modesto, and it's got the X2 amplifiers in it, which are detailed out, painted, same color as the car. We really pride ourselves on making most of our products so you can customize them
to fit the
cosmetically.
Install.
So the X2s, the tops come off, all the controls are underneath, but then you can take all of these little details off and you can powder coat them different colors, you can paint them. In Robert's car, the center is black, he's got a red trim around it here, and then it's the body color of the car, which is a really nice presentation. So a lot of people just stop at the color of the logo, but really it should be integrating the whole thing, just so, like if your factory car was.
Yeah, it's kind of like old. You see that with old Phoenix Gold and a few other amps. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, if you want to take a look, we have the SEs over here.
Okay.
So the SEs are painted the same color as the outside trim. We have lots of little detail things on it, like Evil ALR, which is the license plate, and also the Instagram name, and my shop, Liquid Trends in Modesto. And those are all etched on after the fact to match the factory etching that comes with the amplifiers to blend it with the rest of the car.
Yeah, beautiful.
And then we'll go take a look at the X2 amps in Robert.
Oh yeah.
So what's cool about this one is you got the 3 amplifiers. You got 2500 and 2 1206s, 1206 to left, 1206 to right, and 2500 to the 3 black 12s.
Wow.
But if you look down here, it looks like there's 3 processors, correct?
Right.
Only one of these is a processor, which is this one here. These 2 are actually the covers for the fuse box.
Awesome. Very nice. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk about your stuff, and I'm going to pick up a packet because I am drinking the Arc Audio Kool-Aid now.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Thanks. I want to give a shout out to all my Patreon supporters, but a special shout out goes to the $6 or more members: 2001 Monolithic, G Nava, Joaquin Juarez, El Fuego, Travis McClendon, Brandon Hanna, William Berg, Boxboy Audio Sound Solutions, Jesus Tires, Dennis Cromwell Jr., Scott Dilbeck, D. Stewart, Aaron Waltz, David Kozlik, Scott McCord, Matthew Tolberg, DBO Bass, and Corey D. For as little as $2 a month, you can join the team and help me reach my first goal of $200 a month so I can do a Patreon exclusive monthly podcast. If any of this sounds interesting to you, check me out at patreon.com/hi-fi Vega.